Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Well, as you can see from the picture, I am working on the big flower picture. I'm not real sure on how big it is. I got it from FGOBY last week. Yeah, and I am just absolutely loving it. I did get part of this flower. I was hoping it was going to be darker, but it isn't, so we're going to just start with a different color, and it is... gotta turn it sideways. I'm not sure. Not sure. It has its own bag. I did receive my bag that I bought from Amazon. It's where I get them. And I made sure, excuse me, that they were the big ones. Because remember I told you I ordered some before and they were smaller. So I made sure I measured it before I bought it. Color is 3804. Does it tell me up here? No, it does not. How big it is. And I don't... and it doesn't... No, it doesn't say on the canvas. But it's big enough. It's not too wide. It's about 40 wide, if you will. Hang on. Let me pull you this way just a bit. Sorry. So, yeah. Yesterday, I just didn't do much of anything. I did have the live. That was nice. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And those of you that watched it afterwards, which is totally fine. Now, I did set it so that you could have the conversations, you know, so you could see all that. But sometimes it takes it 24 hours before the chat shows. I don't know. It's just YouTube. Just YouTube. So I worked a little bit on this, and I worked on my big diamond painting. Lately I've been kind of going in between diamond painting and cross stitching, because I'll sit there and cross stitch on the couch forever and then we'll have a neck problem, you know. We don't need that again. And then, so I just need to get up and I'll go do a little housework and run around, and then I'll come back and do a little diamond painting and sit there until I can't sit there anymore. But I worked on the big one with the red and the pink peonies. I just love that. It's so beautiful. And prior to that, I had been working on the new one I got, that I bought myself from Amazon, of the plum blossom. But it's just so hard. Well, it's, first of all, it's confetti. And if it's not confettied, it's got solid, oops, I came up in the wrong place. Solid one color. So there's a lot of background color to do. And, yeah, it's just, yeah, it is what it is. So I just do it a little bit at a time. So I've made it across both of those two diamond paintings, oh, about, what is it, 4 to 6 inches. So, yeah, all the way across. Then I'll move it a bit and do something else. And let's see, what else? Oh, I ran into town, because I told you I had to run into town again after the live. Yeah, that was something else. And all I needed was toilet paper, but it's cheaper at the dollar store, so I went back there and got that and came home. I was done, cooked for the day. Now today I may run and go do laundry. I'm not sure that they're even open because the people that own the laundry, her husband is a pastor, preacher. Yeah, I have yet. I mean, I understand Catholic, it's priest, but I, I just yeah, at a church. So I'm not sure, if they'll actually be open since it's Easter Sunday. So we'll see if that transpires. And somewhere I have to make a pineapple cheesecake, but I can make that this morning and it'll be ready for later on. I'm gonna fix my ham steak, and I got Stouffer's, I think it's called cheddar cheese potato bake or something like that. I don't know. Just so I didn't have to make make the scallop potatoes all by myself. It's just easier to cook that in the microwave. In fact, I may cook it in the, what do you call it? In the oven. I don't know. But I'm just going to have ham steak and that, and some mixed vegetables, and I may make some yams. I don't know. I love yams, but haven't quite decided. Yesterday I had my leftover. I made chicken and noodles with peas and carrots and celery and onion, and it's about time to throw it in the freezer because I'm kind of sick of looking at it, but I've had it for a couple days here. So, time for something different. And of course, you can only buy a certain size of ham steak. I can't seem to find one that's about that big. So, it's fair good size, but no biggie. I will save it, freeze it, I don't know. Just fix part of it, because it's only me. And I have no idea what my daughter's having. I don't know, didn't get involved. Not today. I just told her I got my own stuff, and, it's not. And that's what I'm doing, so, don't worry about me. I think she was even planning on barbecuing, but I don't know how warm it's going to be out there today. Maybe in the 50s, but not too terribly warm. So, yay. But that's the exciting crap for today. Some days it just doesn't get any more exciting. I watched a good movie on Netflix. It was called The Call with Halle Berry. Trying to keep my thread separated over here. I still got this one running, but decided to stitch with the darker colors. So. But yeah, it was a really good movie. And I didn't watch too much else. I don't know. Couldn't find anything. I'd finished one of the series that I was watching. So it was time to kind of find something else to watch. And I did watch this series on, oh gosh, it's something like Origin of Food, I think. And it was in 4 parts, or 3 parts. 3 separate sections. And it was about origins of food in China. So that was quite interesting. So that kept me occupied. They're little 12-minute episodes, so it wasn't like they were very long. So I've kind of about finished that, but it was informative. It's kind of different seeing how different cultures and what they do with food. Didn't make me hungry or anything. Just different. So that occupied my brain for a while. And I went to bed fairly early, about 12:30-ish maybe. I know, that doesn't sound very early, but for me, some days you just can't stay awake anymore. And I took like an hour and a half nap, about 4:30. So I'm just still kind of tired. So other than that, just haven't been doing a thing. I couldn't even get away to go on a hike, and it's been kind of windy all week last week, and you know, you don't want to walk around when it's like that. Oh, a little breeze here and there, it's fine, but we're talking 30, 40 mile an hour winds, just kind of gusty. So, yeah, and we're still kind of waiting on the snow to melt in the lower part. It's even still, we're at 8,000 feet, so I'd say it was close to 9 where we're wanting to go, but we can't even go up where we took the the October pictures, you know, the fall pictures that we always do every year. So, yay. So it's just kind of a waiting game. Then the water will be running rampant, so we'll have to watch that. I was going to do a video today out on the porch, but it's cloudy and kind of chilly. I mean, it's in the 40s right now, but we'll wait. We'll wait. Besides, I'd have to go find my little clip-on camera or use my tripod. And I don't know if the tripod could stand up to the wind. I really need to get a different tripod. One that is a little bit heavier. My daughter got one. I don't remember where. Oh, we were at the thrift store, actually. And there was one standing there, and I told her that'd be a good one for you to get, you know. And it's fairly heavy duty. I mean, it doesn't weigh a whole lot if you're going to carry it around, but that was half of our concern. But at least it was made of heavier metal than mine is. Mine is made out of this lightweight aluminum. I got it from Amazon, gosh, about 3 years ago. So, yeah. And I haven't, you know, really been looking or anything like that. I just need it to weigh more than mine, because mine's kind of tipsy-ish. It's nice for carrying around if you're going out and taking pictures or whatever, but just hope it ain't a windy day, because it's kind of flimsy. But I've taken that sucker everywhere. So. And I do have a clip-on clamp that, and it has a gooseneck to it, but I can't sit in a chair and stitch and use it, so, because it just wobbles all to pieces. So that's why I replaced it with this heavy strong arm. It's a lot stiffer, and it really doesn't give too much if I, you know, move. I'd have to hit it pretty good, you know, for it to move. But it stays clamped to my desk. So, we like that part. Didn't work anymore on the beaded cross stitch that I was working on the live. Just not in the mood, I guess. I don't know. And I'd like to get some more of the stitching done before I pull out the beads again. I tried to use my sticky mat, but it was too far away and I couldn't see what I was doing. So it was just easier to use one of the lids off of my round containers that I have my diamonds in. That's all I had at the time because I did order some more of those containers like these, and I finally got them yesterday, but I didn't have them in time to do up the deal, the diamond painting that I wanted to work on, so I just used the round containers. They're fine, and they're very reusable. I usually use them for beaded cross stitch, but since there was 30 of them and I needed 30, that worked out really well. The other one only holds like 28, so not too bad. I'm ready to stitch some color in this. So that's why I went with this darker pink. So we'll see. And there's still some of the background to do, but we'll just work with this color and do a thread of this and then just keep moving. But this is very nice, very easy to stitch on. I do like it. And I haven't really looked at bigger cross stitches at some of these stores. You know, because I'm working on a budget, but this one, it wasn't too terribly expensive, and I like that it wasn't too wide. It's easy to work with in your lap. I almost put this on my, not my scroll frame, but I do have a 10-inch round hoop, but I decided, no, there's just so much aggravation I can take. I cannot stitch that way. It just doesn't work. So I think I need some smaller scroll rods. That is, but I don't know. It's a big, heavy frame. And that way, you know, I could keep it loose instead of in a hoop. Does that make sense? Gosh, I hope so. I don't know. Stitching in hand doesn't bother me at all. Especially on these printed ones. I just can't do cross stitch. Not cross stitch. Counted cross stitch without a hoop. I can't do it. The material's too limp and I can't get any kind of, what do you call it? You know, rhythm going, if you will. So no grand plans for this week. Well, I do have grand plans. I do have. This Wednesday, yeah, I'm so used to saying that I don't have any plans. You know, it's just kind of, here's what happened. But, no, I am going to have another extravaganza starting on Wednesday. So it'll be the same thing, 5 numbers, 5 kids, 5 days. And we'll see how it goes. But I'll start that on Wednesday. I'm still waiting for other things to come in, like for reviews, but I think it's a little bit early. I'm not, it may be this week and it may be next. I don't know. I never really know, but at least the mail lady will be back. I'm a little irritated with the post office at this point. As far as their delivery goes, not taking something to the post office, so hopefully I'll get to go do that, because I only have to work until 3 on Monday. We're still on short days, so to speak. So, happy about that. We probably won't go to being open till 10 until about somewhere in May, maybe, which is good. Come on, thread. Don't give up on me now. Silly stuff. I like that color of pink. It's beautiful. Gotta go this way. So, other than that, I think it's going to be kind of a quiet week. We hope. Molly's being quiet today. I don't think the weekend has wore her out. We haven't even been anywhere. She got to take a couple of rides because I had to go to the bank, but I only went to one bank because it's not the first of the month. So she only got a treat once. She's just so depressed because she's used to going on the first of the month with me, and I go to 3 different banks. So she gets 3 treats. So that's looking nice and dark. I don't know what that next color is. 961 is the other blue dot. Thing works slick as slick. I really like it. I think I got it from VIP Cross Stitch. I haven't really looked to see if, any of the other stores are carrying those or not. I don't know. Okay, get out of my way. I like that there's some bigger areas here. It's not so terribly confettied at all. Yet, I'm sure there could be parts, but this is where we're stitching. We're only worried about right here. Need to wake up. Some of them days you just want to stay in bed. But my back won't let me, so it's like, get up, get up, get up. It's been like that for years. What happened to, I could sleep till noon. That just won't work. Not anymore. Whoop. So are you guys doing anything exciting for Easter? Are you going out to dinner or going to family's house for Easter dinner? I just wondered. Sometimes, every once in a while, we'd go out to eat on Easter, you know, because they usually had very nice buffets where we lived that would have a nice Easter dinner. That way my mom didn't have to cook a big old mess. But we usually didn't go to relatives' houses. Of course, when I was in high school, we were in one place and all the relatives were in another, because we were in Texas and all the relatives were in like Illinois and that kind of thing. So what happened? What happened? I love it when I get it pulls on and one thread is left behind. Come on. We've been doing this here for 10-15 minutes. Try to hold it together, thread. We got this. Just something so relaxing about stitching. At least for me. Do y'all find it relaxing? I mean, it's cheaper than going to therapy. I'll sit there and stitch and I'm practically comatose. That's why I have to get up and keep moving. That is, unless I'm not concentrating really hard, like doing counted stuff and have to get it right. This, it's like almost a no-brainer. You just stitch, you know, and it's like lulls you into that. Okay, good. Yeah, it just calms me down. That's the only thing you really got to concentrate on is making an X. Some days it's just too much. Might as well get those two while we're down here. I always love that because I leave one or two behind, and it's like, dang it. Then I got thread and needle for just those two. It's irritating. Does that happen to you? You just stitch your way around and you miss 3 or 4. And, irritating. Come on, come on. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be about it for today. Thank you for joining me. We got some of that done. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.